Welcome back to Cronkite News. I'm Zachary Larson, and this is your Cronkite Sports Report. The Suns got a close win last night against the Los Angeles Clippers, 103-96. Devin Booker led the team with 26 points and found a way to come out with a win in the dying minutes of the game.
We turn it on, and I don't want to make it sound like it's an on and off switch like we're not trying the rest of the game, but you know, we've been in those situations and we understand how much those little plays and 50-50 balls matter. So, you know, we try to key on to those at the same time as just being sound, like no gambling on defense. Don't try to create nothing crazy on offense. Just play the game how we play it.
And some news out of the Phoenix Rising, 17-year-old center back Niall Dunn will miss the start of the season with an undisclosed injury. The injury comes about a month before the Rising begin their season on March 12th. An Arizona native and former Chandler High School student, Dunn joined the team following a stint with the Rising Academy program. He signed with the squad at 16 years old and was getting his second season on the main roster. Head coach Rick Shantz says doctors are still assessing the situation.
Niall, we're still kind of getting some information from the docs, but he's going to be a long-term, 4 to 6 months.
The Phoenix Rising next play a friendly match against Louisville City on Saturday. Now, here are 3 other stories we're tracking today. The ASU women's basketball team was scheduled to play at Cal tonight, but the matchup was canceled and is not expected to be made up. The Sun Devils will now look to prepare for their game at Washington State Friday night. Former ASU linebackers coach Antonio Pierce is headed back to the NFL and will join the Las Vegas Raiders as their new linebackers coach. Pierce joined the ASU coaching staff in 2017 following a 9-year NFL career. He announced his resignation from the program earlier this month. Super Bowl 56 was the most watched show in the past 5 years since Super Bowl 51. There were over 100 million viewers across NBC and Telemundo, and over 10 million viewers across digital endpoints. You can bet Arizona will be looking to top these numbers for Super Bowl 57 next year. Finally, it's time to get a little muddy. Supercross made its way to Arizona recently, taking over State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Cronkite News reporter Andrew Curlin digs in the dirt to show us how a Supercross track gets built.
This is a story about dirt. A lot of it. But it's not just any dirt. It's the racing surface for Monster Energy Supercross.
So this is our Glendale stockpile. 400 of these truckloads behind me. And these things are loaded to the max, right?
Bill Harris oversees the entire process, where over the course of an entire week, the empty State Farm Stadium is converted into a Saturday night show in front of 54,000 fans. Just like building a house, constructing a Supercross track is all about following the blueprints.
They know they need a 3-foot jump here, a 5-foot jump there. The finish line's going to go over here. So they'll work their way from the outside in. So they'll stockpile the dirt in the center, and they go out and they plot it out with tape measures and drive stakes in where it goes and start dumping dirt.
Flash forward to Saturday, and the dirt is ready. The riders will tackle it for the first time when they arrive on race weekend. Supercross rider Marvin Muscan typically has to see the track for himself to understand it.
We do have track maps, on the website that we can check it out and have an idea. But when you get in the stadium, then you finally see how steep it is and the real design of the track.
All of the dirt used for Saturday night is stored locally year-round. Robbie Wageman races for Arizona's Team Solitaire and Nuclear Blast Yamaha. In his eyes, the difference between West Coast dirt and East Coast dirt is dramatic.
The East Coast is soft, so it'll get super ruddy. This dirt is more hard, so it'll chew up and get like potholes and blue grooves and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely different, and it's got to be key to, like, here you have to have some throttle control so you don't spin out, but we love it.
Throughout the night, dirt gets tossed around, rutted up, and maintained. Once the checkered flag waves, it's back to Bill and his team to tear it all back down. The process gets repeated 17 times in an 18-week span, routine for Bill and his team. It's a story about dirt, and it takes a lot of it to put on a show. In Glendale, Andrew Kurland, Cronkite News.
That's all for today's Cronkite Sports Report. Back to you, Mia and Molly.